So today, I'm going to be using one of your guys' decks in Majestic Challenge and see how well can I do. This time we're going to be using the Warlord, Enchantress, Werewolf, and the Slime. This is a powerhouse deck. The Warlord to buff up any random hero, the Enchantress to try to buff up every hero, the Werewolf is a tank and an insane attacker, while the Slime is also a tank, an enchanter, and an attacker. This looks very strong. Let's see how far can we go with this. My name is Mike. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Alrighty, shout out to the person down here for recommending me to try out this deck. We're also facing a Warlord Enchantress, but he also is using a Barbarian and a Treant, which is not much, Let's see if we can buff up the Enchantress and the Slime here and try to get that trap. There we go, and we also enchanted the Treant to make him slow down, which is great. Honestly, a pretty good start. We did damage to the Treant, we actually got the trap ready, and we enchanted two of the three heroes, which is a good start. He is going to buff up the Barbarian and potentially hit the Warlord. Yes, he does. Warlord takes some more damage. That's not good. And he also buffs out the Treant again. Well, there really isn't much I can do here other than hitting these two. We might be able to double hit the Warlord because of the Enchantress weight should bounce off the Treant. There we go. Whoa! Lots of damage to the Treant. And we also multi-hit the Warlord. Let's go, dude. His Treant's already almost dead, which is fantastic. He might buff up the Barbarian here by pushing the Slime towards the Barbarian. That's what I'm assuming. Or does he want to enchant the Treant and the Warlord? Enchanting the Treant is unnecessary unless you want to deal damage to the Enchantress, which is fine, I guess. But the Treant just needs one hit from death. Well played on the Slime. Well played. Well freaking played. I did not expect any of that to happen. We gotta slow down we gotta lower that Barbarian's damage at least, at least. Let's see if we could potentially take her out as well. Almost. And we failed to hit the trap. The Barbarian's doing how much damage? 184. All right, thankfully it's nothing too crazy. She did have the Enchantress ability, but thankfully we nerfed her. Because then she should have been doing like 220 damage, which is crazy. I'm going to buff up the Enchantress. It gets the trap down there. Oh no. Oh no. That is not good, ladies and gentlemen. Werewolf gets the buff. Can we push the Werewolf to deal damage? 61 damage. Ooh, 209 damage from the Werewolf is crazy. We did 200 damage to the Enchantress right there. That's an insane amount of damage, dude. Alright, Warlord gets the buff. We got the trap ready. We should win. We should win unless he does something super crazy here, which I don't see him doing it. Werewolf takes some damage, or Warlord gets some good damage as well. Well played. Werewolf again gets the buff. Take out that Warlord, please. And we also hit the Enchantress. Let's go. Alright, good start right there. Good start. That is going to be our first win. Basically kind of the same deck that we faced. But of course, Barbarian the Treant seems like that was not the best heroes to use. Regardless, good attempt for him. Let's continue on. Second match here. Let's see who we're going to face. Ooh, Monkey King. That's not fun. His Dragon goes first. He is definitely going to use those Fire Clouds to potentially hit my Slime, which is going to be pretty devastating. Well, it's going to use those Fire Clouds to shoot a Fireball towards my Slime. And double hits the Enchantress, which is actually pretty insane. Not going to lie. Slime does get the buff here. Let's see if we can make the Slime hit the Mummy. That would be a huge amount of damage, actually. We actually hit the Wraith. Okay, we hit the Wraith, not the Mummy, but the Wraith took over 350 damage, which I am grateful for. Monkey King does go next. He is going to enchant the Warlord and the Werewolf. The Werewolf honestly does not need the enchantment. None of my heroes does. We are actually going to just make the Slime hit the Monkey King here. If we can get a double hit too, that would be huge. So let's see. Oh, again, over 350 damage to the Monkey King. And we also did a little bit of damage to the Wraith. So both Wraith and the Monkey King are almost dead. Thanks because of the buff from the Warlord. He is going to just hit both of those heroes normally. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Oh, the Enchanter survives with 4 health. That's absurd. Warlord gets the buff. Not much I can do there. Sadly, yeah, there isn't much I can do there. We can try to double hit the Drakeling and hopefully hit the Wraith, or something, not the Wraith, the Mummy. We also just took out the Monkey King. I did not plan to actually take to hit the Monkey King, and we did it pretty good. All right, Drakeling is almost dead. Mummy is weak. Wraith is super weak. He'll take out the Wraith here, or not the Wraith, the Enchantress. But thankfully, you know, the Wraith is slowed down because of the Slime's enchantment, so very happy about that, right? At this point, just focus on the Drakeling, since the Drakeling is the one that can be pretty devastating. So let's take out his Drakeling here. I mean, if we can hit the Mummy as well, that would be huge, right? We do. We slow down the Mummy. All right, so with the Mummy slowed down, his ability would be not as good. Like, it won't be able to reach to heroes that are very far away. And the Wraith is also slowed down, so his ability to go through heroes is not going to be that devastating. Okay, so he actually buffed up the Enchantress, or not the Enchantress one, I'm talking about the Werewolf. We can definitely take out his Mummy here. We'll take out the Mummy here, bada bing, bada boom. And we failed to hit the Wraith other than burning him a little bit. So 32 health, anyone can take him out. So we are going to win this one easily. There's just absolutely no way the slowdown Wraith is going to win here. Even though he takes out the slime, well played, there's just no way he's going to beat me. We just need one hit. At that angle, we won't be able to burn just for fun, but we are going to do how much damage here? Like, how much damage is the werewolf doing? 177. Times 1, 2, 3. That's over 525 damage. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be our second win right there. Pretty, I wouldn't say dominant. He did play pretty well in certain situations, but we were actually able to capitalize his, I wouldn't say mistakes, but misplays. Still worked out in my favor. Let's continue on. All right, our third match here. Ooh, Ragnar. This should be pretty interesting. His Griffin goes first, and he is going to use the Ragnar's ability, but should miss, unless it's going to focus on the slime instead. Let's see. It might focus on the slime. No, it doesn't. All right, so he hits those heroes 3 times, which is an absurd amount of hits. An absurd amount of hits. We'll buff up the werewolf and push the Enchantress towards the Griffin here. Oh, we took out the Griffin in 1 turn. Let's go, dude. Whoa, we took out the Griffin in 1 turn. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so he's going to use, you know, the Ragnar's ability again. Going for the Paladin is not necessary. There you go. My Warlord just died, so well played. And we didn't even, you know, buff up or, you know, use the Werewolf's ability right there because he hit me with the ability, not base damage. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to push the Werewolf towards the Ragnar, but we're going to try. Yes, we do. Plus, we actually buffed up the slime, and we poisoned the Ragnar. Okay. We actually poisoned the Ragnar. I got pretty lucky there. Oh, he poisons my werewolf, and the werewolf's ability did get activated. All right, this is actually pretty dangerous now. But can we... I'm not sure if slowing them down is going to be the play. I might have to just continuously go towards the Ragnar. We failed to push it towards the werewolf, sadly. So he's probably going to heal up the Ragnar, throw an axe towards the... Oh no, he's going to take out the werewolf. And my Enchantress just died. There's no way we're going to win here. Even though, you know, we have a pretty tanky slime and whatnot, there's just no way we're going to win here. Absolutely no way. So unfortunate, man. The Ragnar definitely like, cost me the game, that's for sure. Missed the slime, or missed the Paladin, it's fine. Using the Ragnar's ability is not going to do anything, so he's just going to buff up the Paladin right here. 100 damage, that's crazy. Alright. I mean, we'll just do this. Enchant the Treant. I mean, we only have 78 health, right? 76? 78. So, he just needs to buff up the Paladin and hit me, or just hit the slime regularly twice and he'll win. So regardless, yeah, we just lost. All right, that's an unfortunate loss. The Ragnar just destroyed me. And of course, his Griffin, even though the Griffin had a 30% damage reduction, he was able to hit 2 of my heroes 3 times for like almost, I think, 200 damage, which is an absurd amount of damage that he just did in the very first turn. So I wasn't able to come back from that, but it's all good though. Let's continue on. Alrighty, guys, let's see if we can win here against, the old meta deck. All right. So we are going to buff up the slime and the warlord for sure. This should enchant the shaman just to lower his speed. And his shaman took a lot of damage, that's for sure. But he is going to enchant 3 of my heroes, it seems like. Even though the slime and the warlord got the buff, he is going to enchant 3 of my heroes right there. He actually got the werewolf's ability activated, which definitely not good for him. We'll go towards the vampire, I guess. Do this. There you go. And more damage to the vampire, and we actually did damage to the Frostfox, which is... Oops, sorry, put the notification. Let me get rid of that. We do... Ooh, he fully heals up the freaking Frostfox. That's annoying. We're going to buff up the Warlord here and chance the Frostfox just to slow him down. And we did... I mean, we did okay damage to the Frostfox. It seems like he is going to take on my Enchantress, so that way... oh no, he's going to buff up his Frostfox, and of course to heal him up a bit. Interesting play. He is going to heal up the Frostfox and buff him up. Alright, yeah, that was... I mean... Okay. That's fine, I guess. We are going to enchant his Frostfox again while potentially almost taking out the Shaman right there. Oof, the Shaman. If he would have touched the goop, that would have been great. I mean, they wouldn't have died, but they almost died, you know? He is going to enchant the Frostfox. He knows that the Frostfox is a saving grace right now. Werewolf gets the buff. We'll buff up the werewolf and the slime. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to hit the Frostfox, but we are going to just buff up the slime here. And we just took out the Shaman. So all of my heroes have the attack buff, meaning that the Enchantress did her job. So try to... That was not a good play. What was that play? That was definitely not a good play, ladies and gentlemen. But let's actually slow down the Frostfox again. This should take out the vampire as well. There we go. Alright, so vampire's dead. Only the Frostfox, that's his saving grace. His saving grace is that all of my heroes are enchanted so he can heal up. But we are dealing extra damage, which is good. Enchantress gets the buff. I mean, sure, let's do that, I guess. And there you go, the Frostfox is dead. Perfect. Only the blacksmith is left alive. Full health. I haven't touched the blacksmith yet. Regardless, it's a 4v1. He can take out the Enchantress if he wants to. There's just no way he is going to win, ladies and gentlemen. We can try to double hit him with the slime. Or if the Warlord gets the buff, we can try to push him towards him. The Werewolf gets the buff. That's not going to work out. I mean, I can try, but I might fail. So I'm just going to hit him normally for 226 damage. He has 228. That's basically almost half of his health, honestly. He is going to just hit both of them. Definitely not... I mean, he can't do much since he is slowed down, so... push... Oh, wait, no, the Werewolf is doing the most damage, I'm assuming. So let's just do this. Push it towards the slime, and he surrendered. Let's go! Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be our third win. We're doing pretty good, even though we lost one. So far, we're doing pretty good. This is a very strong deck. A very strong deck. But we still could have a chance of facing the Wombo Combo, which basically is one of the strongest decks in this game right now. But I'm using the strong deck, so hopefully we have a good chance against it whenever we face him. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 3 wins, 1 loss. Ooh, the Striker. I'm not a big fan of the Striker paired up with the deck that he's using right now. I really don't like it. Let's see if we can push the Werewolf towards the Farmer or the Spellwing. Both of them, okay. 75 damage to both of them, and we enchanted the Slime. Pretty good start. We keep the Werewolf up there just in case if he decides to attack the Werewolf, then of course the Werewolf's ability would be activated. But it seems like the Druid will be focusing on dealing damage to the Werewolf, which is obviously not good. He's going to try to push the Warlord towards the fire. Very interesting. Okay. I mean, sure, he does get it for 155 damage if I'm doing the math correctly. Now let's try to buff up the Warlord and the Werewolf. And this should hit the Farmer, hopefully. Oh, we completely missed the Farmer. Alright, so we enchanted all heroes right there. He does have the Spellwing to remove my enchantment, but unfortunately, we did not deal a single damage that turn, meaning it was basically a waste. So hopefully we don't get destroyed here. Werewolf and the Enchantress takes the beating right there. Enchantress takes a lot of damage, but thankfully it wasn't enough to get destroyed. Striker, the Spellwing. Honestly, the Spellwing... No, wait. Well, the Werewolf has Tanky, so let's just focus on the Spellwing here, push it towards the Slime. Spellwing is almost dead, which is good because I don't want him to just, push my heroes towards those echoes, those bubbles, He is going to play some more echoes. There you go. And okay. Slime does get the buff, which is actually pretty huge. I would like to push this or hit the striker, but I'm going to just try to hit the farmer and hopefully the Spellwing to take out the Spellwing. And the farmer takes a beating right there. A beating. Alright, so that's one less hero. One less hero. And that's actually very good because the Spellwing can definitely change the tides. He is going to waste an Echo on the Druid just to heal up the farmer. Was that the play? Not certain. I don't think so. Alright, so let's take out the farmer. This should hit the Druid, hopefully towards the fire for that juicy damage. And it does, so over 200 damage to the Druid, plus we took out the farmer. Hey, the Striker can still make a comeback here, especially since the Arena object burns heroes. He can definitely make a comeback here. He is focusing on the Werewolf, hopefully he doesn't push it towards the fire. That would be devastating. No, he doesn't. Thankfully, he doesn't. He just activated the Werewolf's ability, though, which is good. Just that both of these guys push the Druid towards the Slime. Okay. The Druid's weak, which is good. He is going to push the Slime towards the fire, which is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I mean, should I focus on the Striker or should I focus on the Druid? I think hitting the Striker would be best. Oh, we took out the Striker. Let's go, dude. All right. The Druid, or sorry, the Striker could have made a comeback. The Druid cannot. He can heal up the Druid if he does this correctly. He's focusing on damage. I don't think that was a play because any one of my heroes can take out the Druid in one shot. He should have focused on trying to heal up just so that he can buy some time and try to make a comeback. But thankfully, he did not do that, making us win this match. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That is 4 wins, correct? Every time I face a Striker, I get nervous because a Striker can definitely turn the tables very, very quickly. But thankfully, we're actually able to win right there. So let's continue on. All right, so 4 wins, 1 loss right there. Wombo Combo time. Let's see, in an open arena too. This is going to be brutal. All right, so he's probably going to double hit the Scarecrow or double hit the Thunderpaws. He is going for the Thunderpaws and the Scarecrow. Okay, so, well, of course he does that. Let's see. Let's actually not hit the Thunderpaws. Let's buff up the Slime here. And this should hit the Scarecrow and the Ragnar. Ooh, good damage on both of them. And the Thunderpaws won't be able to easily hit the Ragnar. He can push the Werewolf towards the Scarecrow for that damage, but that will activate the Werewolf's ability. Yeah, he does. All right. The Slime gets the buff, honestly. We'll buff up the Werewolf here. This should hit the Ragnar. And towards the Slime, so the Ragnar is dead. No more axe. Let's go. All right. Gargoyle goes next. He still has the Thunderpaws and the Ragnar. Or, sorry, the... Wow. Okay, so that's unfortunate. All that damage that he just did. Hit the Thunderpaws here. And buff up the Werewolf just to have a decent chance, right? And, of course, we also have the Gargoyle, which is not too bad. All right, so there you go. The Werewolf is buffed. This is where we can still have a chance of winning, but he took out the Slime and the Warlord in 1 turn. So this is where things could be very difficult, like very difficult. He is doing, damage using abilities on the Werewolf, which is very smart, but we are going to try to focus on hitting the Thunderpaws towards the Werewolf here. And we also hit the Scarecrow. Can we take out his Thunderpaws? No! That was so close. I mean, he could double hit the Werewolf, but that would activate her ability unless he somehow... Oh, he's going for the Scarecrow's ability. And the charges, which is honestly pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Push the Scarecrow. I don't think we're winning this one, guys. I mean, you can take out the Thunder Paws. We did push it towards the steam right there, but I think it's too late. All he needs to do is hit the Scarecrow 3 times and he'll win. Just going to hit both of them. Okay. What is this? There's no way we're gonna win here. We can try to make the Enchantress hit the Gargoyle, but there's no way we're winning here. The Gargoyle has 200 health. There's just no way. Plus, the position that he has, he can easily hit both Werewolf and the Enchantress right there. So we are going to lose this one, ladies and gentlemen. That was an unfortunate loss. I mean, getting that double kill when he did it was definitely very, very crucial. Because we just lost it because of it, you know? So another Wombo Combo and we lost. So Wombo Combos are still in the meta, obviously. Let's continue on. Alrighty, who are we going to face? Who are we going to face? Ooh, no Wombo Combo here. Of course, he is using Monkey King Priest. He has an all-epic deck, alright? So he might buff up the Priest here. Oh, no, he's going for the Fire Cloud, so at the Werewolf. Okay, interesting play. I mean, just hit the Priest, man. Just hit the Priest straight to the Werewolf. And we buffed up the Warlord and the Slime. And the Priest is almost dead. Just needs one hit from death. So that's great. So he might just buff up the Monkey King. Oh no, he's focusing on the Enchantress there. Okay. Warlord does get the buff, which is actually very, very good. I mean, just hit the Enchantress. We'll just play it safe. There you go. So we took out the Enchantress right there. Just play it safe. I wanted to hit, the Catamancer and the Monkey King, but I think taking out the Enchantress was the better play. Can he double hit the Warlord? I really hope he doesn't. 140 because of the freaking fireballs is crazy, you know? Alright, so let's see if he can, I mean, just hit the Monkey King and the Catamancer. And we just took out his Priest as well, so no more heals. And 114 damage to all of them, pretty good. Alright, Monkey King goes next. Fire Clouds, not in his favor too much. He could still hit the Slime with it. Yes, he does. Alright, so well played right there. We're getting pretty weak, other than the Werewolf. Ooh, more damage. Let's go. Lots of damage to both of his heroes. Plus taking out the cat. Catamancer goes next. Cannot do much. He can probably try to double hit the Warlord and take out the Slime and the Werewolf. I don't think that's going to activate the Werewolf's ability. I don't think so. Oh, it does. Even I thought since it was like an ability, it doesn't count, but I guess it counts as it's an actual hero, which is weird. So let's just try to double hit the Catamancer right here, and then we'll take out the Monkey King. There we go. All right. So that's going to be our 5th win. Against an all-epic deck, which is a very interesting deck. I usually don't face all-epic decks, but we just won that match, so let's go. Let's continue on. Alright guys, 5 wins, 2 losses, Wombo Combo. Let's see if we can make redemption here, because we keep losing. Buff up the Warlord, let's see if we can hit somebody. Okay, 103 damage to the Ragnar. Definitely not a waste. We still did damage plus buffing up the Warlord. Let's see what he's going to do here. He is saying, wow. Yeah, he is saying, wow. Okay. Not sure what's so surprising, but wow indeed. He is going to heal up the Ragnar. Lots of damage to the Warlord. Holy. I could go for damage. I mean, for the enchantment, but I think I'd rather just deal damage right there. Ooh, look at the Thunder Paws! Thunder Paws just died. Let's go, dude. All right. So no more charges for him. He might just play around with the Scarecrow's ability, of course. And of course, the Ragnar's ability. So, ouch. The Werewolf takes a bunch of damage right there because the axe. Slime does get the buff, but there really isn't much I can do here. Other than just use the Slime for damage. Yeah, just use the Slime for damage, honestly. It's better than buffing up the Werewolf at this point. 144 times 2 to the Dancing Dragon for 288 damage, which is awesome. He is going to use his Scarecrow's ability right there on the Werewolf, but that will Activate the werewolf's ability if, yep, the Scarecrow gets a direct hit, which he did. All right. Werewolf gets the buff. Um, uh, push the Scarecrow towards the slime, and oh, I missed the werewolf. But hey, we still did over 200 damage to the Scarecrow, which is awesome. If he uses the Ragnar's ability, if he double hits the Ragnar, then the Warlord will die. And depending where the Ragnar is going to end up, the Enchantress could die as well. Oh no, he did not take out the Enchantress, thankfully. All right. Okie doke. Take out the freaking Dancing Dragon right there. Let's see if we can also hit the Ragnar. There we go. So we slow down the Ragnar and the Scarecrow. We still haven't enchanted my heroes, which is crazy. So he's going for the Werewolf and the Enchantress. Thankfully, they're slowed down. The Enchantress is barely hanging on, dude. But instead of going for the enchantment here, I'm going to take out his Scarecrow so that way the Ragnar cannot use his ability. So let's go. Ragnar cannot use his ability at all. This should be an easy win now. Even if I don't enchant my heroes, this should be an easy victory, and he knows it. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That it's going to be 6 wins. We're halfway there through the challenge, and we actually won against the Wombo Combo, so that's redemption right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's freaking go. Let's continue on. Alrighty, guys. 6 wins, another Wombo Combo. Let's see if we can make this work. And he starts off with a Griffin. Last time this happened, he was able to hit the Warlord and the Slime, the same heroes, 3 times. So let's see if he does it again. And he hits the Warlord 3 times and pushes us towards the Ragnar. But thankfully, the Slime does not get multi-hit, which is good. This should buff up the Warlord as well. Plus push the Ragnar, well, not the Ragnar, the Griffin towards the Slime. So the Griffin is slowed down, which is good. He might play around with the, to buff up the Thunderpaws and the Ragnar here. He might do that, right? He's going for the charges. Misses the Ragnar, thankfully. Okay. Not much I can do here. We'll just hit the Blacksmith and then push the Ragnar towards the Slime. And this will buff up the Werewolf. There we go. Oh, we did damage to the Blacksmith as well. All right. So, not too bad. We slow down the Griffin and the Ragnar. We buffed up the Werewolf and the Warlord. And let's see what it's going to do here. Oh, it's going for the Enchantress. And okay. Lots of damage. Lots of damage. Lower the Thunderpaw's attack. This will also, hit the Griffin, potentially towards death. Oh, no, it wasn't towards death because we didn't push it towards the Enchantress. That should have hit the Enchantress. Unfortunate. He's going for a direct hit on the Werewolf, which is a very interesting choice, but he does need to deal damage to it. Alright. That's fine, I guess. Hit the Blacksmith and the Griffin. We should be able to multi-hit the Blacksmith. We just got a double kill. Let's go. Alright, awesome double kill right there. Only the Thunderpaws and the Ragnar are left alive. Even if he uses the axe, it might miss because it should focus on the Warlord. So he's going for straight damage here. Straight damage. Okay, so he just took out the Warlord. Just take out the Thunderpaws and we'll be fine. Yeah, just push it towards the Slime and we shall... we should win because, the Ragnar's only doing 51 damage. Plus, he cannot use his ability, so... we should win here. Even though he has the defensive buff, we have attack buffs. Nice damage right there. And we can actually remove, of course, his defensive buff right there. We just did over 200 damage to him right there. Almost 250 damage right there. So it's going to get the attack buff and hit the Werewolf. With a nice double hit, okay. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to actually win here in this very turn. If we can get a double hit, sure, but I don't think we will. No, we don't. Nope. So he has one more chance. Basically, one more chance to hit 3 heroes and take all of them out. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think so. Go for it, my dude. Only hits the Slime and the Werewolf, and we have a direct line of sight to actually hit the Ragnar right there. So We are going to win this one, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be our 7th win. All right. I told you this is a very strong deck, and we're actually somehow making it work against the Wombo Combo. It's just 2 of those matches that we lost were against the Ragnar, which is, of course, powerful. But we're still making it work somehow. So let's continue on. All right, guys. Let's see. 7 wins, 2 losses. Ooh, a heal deck with the Ragnar. He might just double hit the priest. Honestly, double hit anybody. So he can attack. Onto the werewolf is actually a very smart play. So that way that won't activate the werewolf's ability. So we are going to... Even though I don't want to, we're going to buff up the warlord. Hit the Kong. I did not want to hit the Kong, but we are going to do that. With a little bit of damage to the Ragnar. If he pushes the Kong downwards, yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage to those two. Oh, no, dude. Alright, so the Warlord gets the buff. Should I just... At this point... Push the Kong towards the Warlord. That should be a lot of damage, right? That's actually death. Let's go. Alright, so we don't need to worry about the Kong's ability anymore. The Kong's ability was going to be a problem, but thankfully that play actually took him out in 1 turn. He's going to use our Ragnar's ability onto the Enchantress, okay. And this will buff up the... We're going to buff up the Warlord and the Slime. Let's see if we can also hit the... Yep, we hit the Ragnar for over 113 damage. He's probably going to double hit the Dancing Dragon. Yeah, he's just constantly healing and of course dealing damage. The Enchantress just dies, but thankfully we're actually able to enchant everyone before she died. But we have taken way too much damage. I don't think we're making a comeback from here, you know? I don't think so. We might be able to double hit the priest by doing it like this. Quadruple hitting the priest. What? That was 300 damage. That's a crazy play right there. He's going for the, of course, the Ragnar again. He does take out the Warlord, so I won't be able to buff. And oh, we only have 2 heroes. 2 heroes. I mean, sure, we can take out the priest. I don't think we're going to be able to hit somebody else with the slime. Oh, we do. So we just took out the priest, did damage to the Ragnar. He might just go for the axe. If he gets a double hit, and depending what the Ragnar ends up, he'll take out the werewolf. He does not double hit, which I'm genuinely surprised. So we'll hit the Ragnar directly. Push the slime towards the Dancing Dragon. Multi-hit. All right. We could still win here. It's just going to be very difficult. That should take out the werewolf. Yeah, the werewolf just died. So we only have the slime, which is not good. He's doing 51 damage. Both of them are doing 51 damage. Let's double hit the Dancing Dragon, and this should hit the Ragnar here. Yes, we do. Oh, we just won. We just won. Okay, let's go, dude. I did the math incorrectly onto the Dancing Dragon. It was actually more than enough to win right there. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be 8 wins. Let's continue on. All right, guys. 8 wins here. Facing Ragnar. Okay, Ragnar. The slime. Okay, so slime goes first. Let's do this. Buff up the slime and the Warlord. Hopefully we can hit the Griffin. Oh, we don't hit the Griffin. We hit the Ragnar instead. Alright. Not exactly what I wanted to do, but it's fine. He is going to push the slime towards the fire. Yeah. Plus the axe in play. Okay. Not much I can do here other than... I mean, I guess just push the Ragnar towards the fire. There really isn't much I can do here. So there you go. That's 129 damage, right? 129 damage to the Ragnar. He's going to use the Ragnar's ability. Hopefully it focuses on the Enchanter so that way it doesn't hit. Never mind. It's going to slow down the Enchanters here. Right? Yes. That's unfortunate. Okay. Slime does get the buff, which is huge because we can just push the slime towards the Dancing Dragon. And hopefully towards the Ragnar. 176 damage to 3 heroes. And we took out the Ragnar. Let's go. Griffin goes next. And thankfully he is slowed down. So it's going to just hit the Warlord and the slime, it seems like. Plus potentially healing up. Does he heal up? No, he doesn't. Okay. Not much I can do there since the werewolf got the buff. I can buff up the werewolf and push it towards the dancing dragon. What a double hit. I didn't expect that double hit. Wow. That was a lucky double hit, man. Very good play on my behalf right there. Alright, so the slime is still alive. Holy dude, the slime is still alive. We could. No, I think it's best just take out the griffin here. The slime is at full health, which is a problem, but it's a 4v1. And my werewolf is also at full health, so we should be fine. Should. We'll see though. He is going to Enchantress, potentially taking her out. Go for it, my dude. And he does. Alright, so we cannot buff up the Warlord and the slime anymore, which is a problem. So let's see what can we do here. Warlord gets the buff, but I don't think we can... Yeah, we cannot do much right there, you know? Hit the slime regularly. Times 2! 152 damage to the slime. I got lucky. Let's go. He's going for the Warlord. He just got a nice double kill. Alright, so it's just a werewolf and the slime. And we have a huge advantage, obviously, since we have the most health. And we are buffed up, thankfully. So we're going to get a nice little double hit right there again. And he does need to do direct damage to me, but whenever he does, I'm doing insane damage. So he's going to try pushing me towards the fire, I'm assuming. Since the fire will be doing over 100 damage to me. Yeah, 113, which is crazy. Can we get a double hit there, right there for the win, please? There we go. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. That's going to be yet again another win against a Ragnar. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. Is that 9 wins? I completely forgot. 9 wins, 3 more to go. Let's continue on. All right, guys. We just need 3 more wins. We're facing the exact same deck. Oh my goodness gracious. We're facing the exact same deck. So it basically comes down to who is the most skillful player here. So we just buff up the slime and dealt damage to his slime and nerf the Warlord with a speed. So it's going for just straight damage onto my slime and enchants my Warlord as well. Let's see. Sadly, we cannot get a direct hit on the trap. We just push the werewolf towards his Warlord, and let's see if we can buff up my Warlord right there. We did damage to his werewolf, but then again, we have to. We have to deal damage to his werewolf so we can take her out, but it is going to be very dangerous. Thankfully, his Warlord got the buff, so he won't be able to do damage. Well, I mean, he is still going to do a lot of damage, but... Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. Buff up the Warlord here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to do damage to the werewolf. I really hope we do. There we go. Get the trap! Ah, I was hoping for the trap. Slime gets the buff. Cannot do much about that. That's good. But I was hoping to get the trap right there. He is going for my trap. Rude! Of course gets a hit as well. All right. Warlord gets the buff. Honestly, that's actually pretty good. We can potentially take out his Warlord, no? Hits the werewolf as well. Let's go. Alright, so his werewolf goes next. Thankfully, the werewolf does not get the buff. He is going after my werewolf. Okay. Going to nerf. Oh, no, it's going after my Warlord. Okay. So my Warlord just died. Well played. He does activate the werewolf's ability, which is good. Good. Nerf the slime's attack power. And this should make the slime hit the trap, I really hope. No, we missed, so he's going to use the trap. I mean, the Warlord got the buff, so he might use the Warlord's damage. Oh, it's going after the trap, okay. So this is going to be quite a bit of damage, but we're fine. Buff up the slime right here. Hit the Warlord towards the werewolf. There we go. We missed the trap. Ugh, this is not good. Alright, so both of our Warlords are dead. He has the advantage. He has the advantage. He might actually take out the werewolf here, and if he does, then we're not going to win. Oh, he's going after my slime and the trap. Never mind, he's going after the werewolf. He might actually take out the werewolf here. Yes, he does. Of course he does. Of course he does. This is not good. Yeah, I don't think we're winning here, ladies and gentlemen. We do have the attack buff. So if we can just do this and multi-hit the werewolf and the slime. No, the werewolf is still alive. Yeah, we just lost. He was the most skillful player. Man, we tried our best, ladies and gentlemen, but he was the most skillful player here. GG's, my dude. We're not winning here. Take out the werewolves just so that we can have one more turn in surviving, because the slime cannot one-shot me. But regardless, we still need to somehow deal 300 damage to the slime and 200 damage to the enchantress, which is not doable. Oh, he completely whiffed the attack right there. Okay. But now the slime can take me out in one shot, which is obviously not good. Can we get the trap? Yes, we do. Alright, so the enchantress does need 2 hits to take me out, so let's see. He's going after my trap, of course. And he hit the slime. Of course! He hits direct hit and activates the trap right there. So ladies and gentlemen, we faced the exact same deck, and that this person was the most skillful player. So props to this person right there. But that is going to be our third and final loss for 9 wins, which is very, very, very good. So we're going to claim this reward right here, where we have the Puppet Master at full, Yeti at full, Skeleton at full, Ice Queen at full, Mummy definitely still need a lot of them, and the Spellwing also need a lot of them. So pretty good for the Mummy and the Spellwing right there, and a very good run overall. 9 wins is huge. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. In the video, please make sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel for more Smashing 4 videos. Just an awesome run. This deck is good. It's just a Ragnar, and even facing my same deck, I just got bested. But hey, 9 wins is awesome overall. If you guys have any other recommendations that you want to see, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you there for you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thanks again for your continued support. I'll see you next one. Take care.